Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now I recently got myself a brand new Hisense U7H TV, and in today's video I want to share my experience with you guys in case you are looking for a brand new ULED TV. Now in this case there are actually two sizes to this particular model. There's the 55 and the 65, but do check out the links down below for the latest pricing. Anyways, regarding this particular TV experience, I know there's a lot of technical kind of videos out already on the internet that really goes super in-depth in the details. But my video today is really going to focus on the user experience as just a normal house person who wants to enjoy great content on their living room TV. So today's video is all about that. Not too much on the technical aspect, but how good this TV really is on watching videos. With that said, let us begin. Now, first things first, it's also worth mentioning that this particular Hisense U7H is a ULED panel. We do have quantum dot display, we have a full array, local dimming, and of course the TV itself comes with the high view engine which enhances picture quality. Now, all those are sort of like technical specifications, but really, how does it feel like to watch TV content on the Hisense U7H? Well, let me summarize this real quick. First things first, in terms of the colors. The colors on the Hisense U7H is actually very vibrant and to me pops quite a fair bit. I like that because I like my movies to always be, very punchy and all that. However, if you want a more muted color, you can actually go to the settings and tune that down. The main thing about the colors on this particular TV is that they are actually very natural kind of colors, and that means, for instance, if you are going to be viewing pictures on the TV itself, you will be able to see a very color accurate kind of picture. So that's just in terms of the colors. Now in terms of the contrast levels, well, the Hisense U7H with its ULED is of course able to show very dark contrast levels, deep blacks. Whenever you watch movies at night, or let's say you are watching a trailer that's mostly in the dark, you will still be able to see those very nice contrast levels on the TV itself, and I think that is great. Now, this contrast level actually leads me to my next point, which is about viewing angles. So for me, in my living space, I actually only have one sofa over here, but previously, my last week, I actually had two sofas, and during that period of time, I had a couple of friends come over and watch TV, and those sitting on the other side were actually able to see the content on the Hisense U7H very clearly. So what this really means is the viewing angles on this particular model is actually very good. It doesn't matter whether you're sitting on the side, right in the middle, or over that side, you are bound to get a very clear view of the display, and that's really, really awesome. Alright, so moving on, what else do we talk about the display? Well, in terms of the sharpness levels, this being a 4K display obviously is able to show very sharp content. This depends on the kind of content you are watching. Of course, if it is 4K, Dolby Atmos support, Dolby Vision support, you will be able to get the most immersive kind of experience with this TV. So I think that is not really a huge deal. Again, it depends on the kind of content you're watching, but whenever it's able to show those content, it looks amazing, guys. Alright, so another thing that I noticed about this Hisense U7H is the fact that it has high refresh rate. So it has up to 120 Hz, and this is great for those of you who like to watch sports. So me personally, I do watch a lot of Formula 1, and whenever I see those cars zooming by, it's super smooth, guys. So this is actually great for watching sports. If you like to watch football, you will be able to get the best experience with this particular TV. So that's just in terms of the watching shows, Netflix, movies, and all that kind of experience. Now there's also one very cool thing about this particular TV, and it's all about gaming. If you are a gamer, you will be very happy to hear that obviously with the 4K 120 Hz, it does support variable refresh rate, it supports the auto low latency mode, it also comes with HDMI 2.1, all the cool things that you will need. So what does this all really mean? Well, let's first talk a bit about that variable refresh rate. Now this is actually very important because let's say you are using a gaming console that is actually pushing out a game at 60 FPS. However, the console is not strong enough to actually push out that full 60 frames per second. Now what the Hisense U7H will actually do is ensure that the picture that you see on the TV is always maintained at 60 FPS. That means it's always going to be very smooth regardless of how the console is performing. So that's awesome. Now moving on to the ALLM, which is the auto low latency mode, where basically there is also this chipset in the TV itself that helps to reduce the lag that you see on the TV. So it's going to be, again, a very smooth kind of gameplay. Moving on, it's also worth mentioning that the Hisense U7H is powered by VIDA, which basically simplifies your TV experience. As you can see here, we get a personalized home screen where you can find all your kind of apps at one glance. You have Netflix, Prime Video, Apple TV, or YouTube, Deezer, the list goes on, and you can also use the universal search to find any kind of content with just a single keyword, and for example, in this case, happy. Besides that, I really like VRR art, which also turns your TV into sort of an art frame, and this is able to display beautiful pictures that you can find in the app itself. There's a ton of different pictures inside, so you'll never get bored. VRR is really pretty awesome. Oh, before we go, there's also one thing that I really like about this particular Hisense U7H, and that is actually the remote control. Of all things, the remote control, right? But hear me out, guys. We do have a couple of shortcut keys on the remote control. We have your Netflix, your Prime Video, YouTube Music, your browser. Everything is available with just one click. But that's not it, guys. We also have this microphone button here, which is basically for voice control. And the voice control works like a charm. So for instance, when I'm in the YouTube application, for instance, all I need to do is just hit the mic button and just say what I want to see. For example, movie trailers. Play me songs. What's the weather like today? Show me funny videos. Again, very useful remote control. This actually really helps out with the overall user experience. Alright guys, so with that said, that pretty much sums up my experience with the Hisense U7H. Again, this is based on a personal user experience rather than from a technical standpoint. If you want to find out more about those tech specs, I'll leave a link to the official Hisense website down below. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try my best to help you out. Again, thank you for watching all the way till the end. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. Bye!